What is up guys, it's your boy Soul. I'm here, back with another Dragonflight gold farming video. So today I'm doing a follow-up to a video that I released yesterday about what I think is currently the best gold in the expansion, the best gold farm in the expansion. And we did one more test today based on the fact that a couple of people left comments on that video telling me that it was nerfed and that it was no longer good and that they tried it themselves, getting between 20 and 40k gold per hour. And I did not believe them at all. So I went there today to test out the gold per hour, and we did a 6 hours and 16-minute test live on stream. The entire stream is actually live, so you can just watch the highlights and you can watch the entire VOD as well for proof. And we're using the minimum buyout through TSM for the price. So the price is literally the lowest price listed right now on the auction house, and there is absolutely no way that this will actually be 40k gold per hour for you. There is one way, and that is if you're doing it completely wrong. So a lot of people are doing the farm completely wrong, and I'll tell you why. I told you in the video, you want to have enchanting and tailoring, and you want to have two very specific profession specializations for those professions that will increase your gold per hour by a metric ton. For example, by just having tailoring, you go from getting about 40 to 50k gold per hour. Well, you go from getting 30 to 40k gold per hour to getting 60 to 70k gold per hour. Then you add enchanting on top of that, and that is where most of the gold is coming from. Those when you have enchanting and you have the insight of the blue professional specialization, you're getting a lot of extra stuff from having enchanting. So let's recap this super quickly right now. If you go here without any professions, you're getting about 30 to 40,000 gold per hour, which is probably why some people left comments on that video saying you're getting 30 or 40,000. But if you have tailoring, just tailoring, and you have the cloth collection talent point or specialization, now you're getting 60 to 70k, and we were getting 70k just by having tailoring from this farm and having cloth collection. So that by itself adds about 70% value to the farm, or basically doubling the value from the farm, because most of your gold is coming from cloth. So obviously getting more cloth from the humanoids will add value to the farm. Now by topping enchanting on top of that, we now go from 70,000 to 130,000 gold over a 6.5 hour test. So we're making a lot of gold. It is definitely still worth doing, and right now it's still 130,000 gold, and I think a lot of people are missing out, which is why I'm doing this follow-up video right here. I think a lot of people just tried it out once and just left it behind, thinking it's bad, and I can tell you it's not bad. It's not nerfed, it's not bad, definitely still viable, and once again, we're making 130k gold based on a 6-hour test, and pretty much everyone in the group made this gold. As long as you have the setup, you'll be making between 110k and 140k. Everyone in our group is making that amount. It's a little bit dependent on the disenchantment RNG, but between 110k to 140k is going to be the rough average of your gold per hour here. So once again, let me show you exactly what you want to have when it comes to professions. And the servers are down right now. It's a maintenance. That is why I'm making this video live on stream. So it's a bit cringe, but I'm making this video live on stream, the chat is watching, and all of the good stuff. We're waiting for the service to come back up so we can do this farm again, and I'm only posting this video if the farm is not nerfed after the maintenance. So if this video comes up, you know the farm is still good and you can go and test it out for yourself. Okay, with that being said, let's take a look at the professions, and once again, you want to have these. Actually, before I do that though, let me show you the location of the farm, and even though I'm showing you the location right now, don't go there without tailoring and enchanting. If you do and you make 40k gold per hour, that is your fault, not mine. So here you go, this is the location. I made it a square this time just to like make it different. I always have a circle, this time I have a square, just to mix it up for fun. So location is right there, and it's on the southern part of the actual, what's it called? The lake? Yeah, of the actual lake. So it's on the southern part of the square, but that is where the farm is located. And if you want to find a group for the farm, then go into pre-made group finder and type in cloth 2x4 farm, or you might want to spell it differently, so 2x4 cloth farm, and that should find you a group for the farm itself. Now one more thing super quick, and that is the setup. We're using 1 monk, 2 warlocks, and the rest are being druids. You want to min-max here, so have the perfect setup. Make sure you have 1 monk for the statue, have as many druids as possible for pulling, have at least one warlock for maximum AoE damage. I've also heard that hunters are very good at this location for pulling as well, and I've also gotten one tip that holy priests are very good here. They do a lot of AoE damage through the holy nova and also AoE healing, so those are the classes that I would personally bring. And for my setup and my gold per hour, we're currently using 2 warlocks, 1 monk and 5 druids, so copy that if you want to. But either way, let's take a look at the professions and what you definitely want to have to make this worth it for you. Okay, so let's do this super quick, and for tailoring, you want to spec yourself into tailoring mastery. You want to make sure you have 60 points, and what I'm going to tell you right now is that you can get 60 points in both tailoring and enchanting, which is what you need for the spec, in less than 2 hours from starting a brand new level 60 character. And you can use my video that I uploaded yesterday as well on the profession knowledge points, or just use Wowhead's guides on how to find profession treasures in the open world and get knowledge points. But you can get super fast knowledge points, up to 60 in 2 hours for both professions. So for tailoring, you want to have 60 points. You want to have this one right here, tailoring mastery. You need 10 points right here, so 10 points tailoring mastery, and that will unlock a sub-spec for you, in which case you go for cloth collection, and you want to have 50 points right here. This one will teach you how to randomly, like, sometimes collect particularly damaged forms of wilder cloth, and you need to have this one to get the frostbitten wilder cloth, which is the one you get on the first point. And you also just get plus additional points, like plus 10% cloth for every 5 points you spend here, and sometimes you get plus 20% right here as well. And by having the last one, you will now get wilder cloth bolts off the humanoids you're killing as well, giving you a lot more gold. And like I just said, we went from getting 30 to 40,000 gold per hour when we did not have this, to getting 70,000 gold per hour by having this one right here. So by just having tailoring, you're already increasing the gold by a lot. And also, if you go for enchanting right here, then you have 2 options. You can go for Insight of the Blue, which is this one right here, and personally I'm going all the way into max here because you learn how to locate mystic items on the first skill points. But by having 20 skill points right here, you will now 25 skill points, you will now learn to get plus 5% chance to locate these mystic items. Also, by getting the last point right here, you will get a plus 10% chance to locate them on top of the previous chance gain as well. So I'm personally going for maxing out this one, and then I'm going into Draconic Disenchantment, because the things you're getting, the mystic items, you are disenchanting them. So by having this one right here, you will now get more stuff while disenchanting as well, giving you even more gold from the farm. So having these 2 professions are necessary to make the gold to make the farm worth it for you. And by having both these professions and setting this up, which once again took less than 2 hours in total, we went from getting 30 to 40,000 gold per hour to 120,000 to 130,000 gold per hour from the farm itself. And that is a massive gain over it's a 200% gain in terms of gold per hour. So definitely consider checking it out. It is not nerfed just yet, so yeah, check it out if you want to make gold before it gets nerfed. The farm itself, super good. Check it out if you want to have more gold farms just like this one. Subscribe down below. We're doing daily videos 2 times as well sometimes. I hope you enjoyed this one. Hopefully you make a lot of gold. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.